Hello, Suman. What is the command that we need to give before this hello world creation?
If you see, sorry, I think I send it in the chat. If you see that in chat, npm install -g create React app. That is the first command we need to add to install this module.
Yeah, I am getting errors while running the command npm install -g.
Uh, can you try typing node node space -v,
-v.
node space -v. So if you type here node space -v, so
Yeah,
it
I
will.
get the version number.
So if you see this number, then
Yeah,
your is installed. Now you have to type npm install -g create React app. Is it giving you the error?
yeah. Now we added some packages.
Yep. Wait for some time to that npm to install the create node app. Let me know once everyone has created their project, because we will go one by one, your screen as well as my screen. Okay? So raise your hands when you see this one. Okay, these messages when you see, just raise your hand so I can understand who is completed. see only three hands. Are you guys doing that? Is it taking a lot? Okay with install creating the project? Audible?
Yes, Suman. Yeah.
Yes, Suman, it's audible.
Can I go forward with the next thing?
Yes, Suman, you can go ahead. Yes.
Okay, because we are just wasting your time by waiting for everyone. So guys, just create the project and just look into the link. Okay. So basically, once you created the project, it will saying like, we suggest that you bring by typing cd hello world. So cd hello world means we have to enter to that folder, and after that npm start. So this npm start will nothing but it will start the server for our React app. Okay, and also we have, see, it's saying npm starts from development server and npm run build. It will bundle the app, and the files will be go for the production. Okay, so basically I will do one thing. I will do go into the hello world folder, and then I will do just npm start. So it started the server, and the server look like this, the localhost 3000. Okay, great, great. So our React app is completed. This is the basic React app which you get after creating the project. Okay, so let's open this folder in the Visual Studio Code. How we can do that? Open a Visual Studio app, and then click on File and click on Open Folder. And from here, we will select the folder. That folder name is India Lab. Under that, Hello World. Select the folder, and it will open the folder in the Visual Studio Code. So once we open the Visual Studio Code, what we get? We get this many folders and files. And under the files, there are so many other files. So we will understand each and every folder, how, what is the work and why that is there. Okay. So we will go from the bottom. We will go from the bottom. In the bottom, we have a readme.md. This is nothing but the instruction guide, how the thing are working. The same thing npm start, what the npm start will do, npm test will do. All the documentation is there. You can go ahead and read it. And as you know, Facebook developed the React, so they provided their documentation link also. You can go ahead and look into that. Actually, we don't need this app, readme.md. This is not an use for this our application. Second one is package.json. This is the important one. So in that package.json, we have our application name. We can change it from here. What is the version we are using right now? That have 0.1.0. This is the version of the React. After that, we have private, that is true. And then the dependencies. So these dependencies are pre-built, like React, React DOM, React Script. These are the things are already installed when we create the project. If we need any other modules to be installed, it will automatically add those modules in this dependency. Why we need these dependencies? So basically, when we create a project, this node module folder is created. This node module has all the necessary library folders and files which we need to create some Node.js things. When we deploy this app to a server, this node module folder will not go in that folder. So because this folder has so many files and this is a huge folder, it has a high amount of volume. It cannot be uploaded into the server. What when we type something like npm start, right? In that time, what the npm start will do, it will go to this package.json and see for this dependencies. And whatever the dependencies is there, it will download those and install in the server. And in the server, they will create this node model folder. This is the main purpose of this package.json. And also the other stuffs like what do you say? Other dependencies also there, the development where we have developed those things. Okay. This package.log.json is nothing but when we create the package.json, this file automatically clear. Git ignore is nothing but the, see here it says /node model. So when we deploy it to Git, this folder is ignored. This folder is ignored. This folder is ignored. This is ignored by default. This will not get pushed into the GitHub. That's why the git ignore is used. Next thing is our source folder. So we will come back to source folder later. First, let's see what the public folder has. So if in the public folder, we have our index.html and a favicon.icon. This fab.icon is nothing but the React icon, which goes and sit in the top right corner of this tab. Next is the index.html. This is the main file which runs in the UI. So if you see, it has the same thing, HTML head. On the head, there are so many links. This is the favicon link. And there are so many other links. We don't need to care about that because it automatically generates when we create the full project. And after that, we have the title. This is our React app. We can change the title from here as well. And then we have the non-script is nothing but if you were using a browser which does not support what you say JavaScript, then this message will show up and nothing will execute. And then after that, we have a root folder. So if we go and see in the application, if we go and click on view page source, it will open the same folder file. See, whatever we have here, the same thing is coming up here as well. The root folder and all the things. Then you also thinking like how this logo is getting animated, where is this thing is written, where is this thing, right? So those things are in the source folder. So let's go into the source folder. In source folder, there is app.css, app.js, index.css, index.js, and other stuff. We need this one, and this one, and this one. These 4 files is needed for our job. What is index.js? So index.js is the starting point where the application starts beginning. If you see here, we imported all the libraries. I will explain each and everything later. But first, how it's rendering in the DOM. So if you see that React DOM.render. So it's saying that get the application and render it in the document.get element by ID root. So in where is the root folder? Root file. This is in the index. Here is. So when we execute this file, it will get the DOM element and set all the React components in that. And on that, if you see this React.static mode is coming from this import section. From here, this is coming. But this app, this is not coming from anywhere from the React. This is coming from our folder. If you see here, import app from /app. Where is that? Here it is. This is the function app. And on that, we are returning something, returning some HTML. Okay. If you see here, it says the div, then the header, then the image. So this image is this one. And then the p tag where it's saying edit, then source /app.js and save to reload. Did you see? Here is that. And then after that, we have a learn React A tag. and that is that. So all the diff tag is rendered here. Go and go to index.js. From here, it will get all the things, and then it will add it to the root folder. Any question until here?
No, Suman.
Everyone good with this up until this, right? Great.
Yeah.
So let's remove all things from here. But it will not work because it says the expression I expected. Why? Because return should return something, right? Otherwise, why we write the return function? If we don't write anything under the function, and if we save it, we don't need to reload the app again and again. It automatically reloads. Okay. If we see now, it is showing nothing and showing an error like app nothing was written from render. So we are not returning anything, right? So how it will execute? It will not. So let's return h1 tag. Under that we will type think AI lab, and if we save it and go here, see, we come with the think AI lab. Great, right? So everything is rendering from here. This is our component. This app is a component. And this app is coming to this section, and this rendered all the things, and again it's sent to the DOM. So in that way, our code is getting secured. So no one can see our code, because if I go in the view page source, there is nothing called h1 tag. No one can steal the code, right? So what happened if I want to type? What happened if I want to type some other things, like I want to say something here in the p tag, like this is a company. See, it's saying some error. JSX expression must have one parent element. So you know, right? This is not HTML. We cannot write like that. In HTML, we can write one by one. That is okay. But here it is not HTML. It is called JSX. What means of JSX? JSX means JavaScript XML. This is called JSX. Okay. This is a mixed of JavaScript and XML. So here this HTML is nothing but JSX. And this return will return only one parenting. So if we wrap it up in a div tag, and under that, if we put in these two things, and now if I save it, I should see think AI lab, and this is a company. Okay. So can you try with your system also? Or try on your system.
Yes, Suman, we got the same.
Working, right? No questions on until here, right?
Yes.
So basically we are using the same component, the app component. How to create your own component? I don't think like, so actually this is a app. I'm using the app. It will generate only one page. But if I want to create multiple pages, those things we'll learn in a later part because those things are complex. But for now, just use work through with this app function and try to create something unique. So let's see this having this h1 tag, right? And I want to change this h1 tag. What is that? Name. Okay, this name I want to change. So let's put one button, and on that button I will type change name. And when I click on this button, should trigger a function, and function should come up in this curly braces. On that we will type one function. The function name should be change name, and I will type this function here. Sorry, not here. Just a second. We need to create this function in a variable. So let's type const change name equals to function. Okay, and let's see first of all it will work or not by saying alert. So whenever I click on this button, it should alert me something. Alert like, hey, you clicked. So if I run it, see, without clicking on that, it's whenever I read out, it's saying you click. Why? Because I already invoked the function here and also here. So without using like that, what we can do, we can type function and the name will be change name. On that, we can type alert. Now if I run it, still it's saying why. Why it is not working? I have to see that. Anyway, let's create one static page. Okay, one question. How much of you know HTML and CSS in a good way, like a basics? Hello.
Yes, Suman.
Okay, Haris, you know HTML and CSS. Deepika?
I have a little bit of knowledge. Not much. I have idea on that, Suman.
Okay. Soumya knows. Deepika? Dipya, Rupa, Rohit.
Yes, Sumit, we have basic knowledge.
I
on it.
don't.
We have some knowledge.
So everyone has a little bit of idea on HTML and CSS, right?
I don't, sir.
Yes, Suman.
Okay, Rohit don't know, right? Okay, no worries. If you don't know, no worries on anything. Basically, I will try to create or replicate one UI here, which will look like something like something like this. Okay.
Okay.
So this is basically a HTML app, nothing special on that, but it's created using HTML on, not React. But we will try to create the same thing with React. Okay. No functionalities, no click events, nothing, just the UI.
Then what is the difference between React and HTML, sir? I mean, if both are same working, what is the main difference between both of them?
There are so much difference. So let me tell you what is the difference. You have created one component, right? So for example, I have a list. Let me open another React app. Not tools. So I have another React project here. Okay. In this folder, I have created one list. So if I run it, npm start.
Hello.
Yes, Soumya, you have any question?
Yeah, I have a question. Sorry to interrupt. In between, um, here the time is like around 12 a.m., almost like 12 a.m. in the morning. I just want to know, like, how long will the session be?
No, we are almost completed. Like I will show you something in the begin, like end, and I will give everyone a task, and then we will end. Like maximum, I will take 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Soumya. You can wrap up the meeting. Whatever the things which we are sharing with the team, we'll share in the group so that you can catch it. Okay, Soumya?
Yeah. It's like more 10 minutes, right? That's fine. I'll be like listening to this call, but please do share the recordings in the group so that I can cope up with whatever is happening.
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah, from tomorrow it won't be happen like this. Okay, due to some reasons, it became a very long session. Okay.
Usually, how long will it be? Like 1 hour or
It
2
will
hours?
be 1.5 hour because it is a hands-on, right? So we need to check with the trainees and
Yeah.
as well as trainer also. So it takes at least 1.5 hours. So if it is late, like I can take the recording session also
Okay.
after you work up.
Like every training session, you will be posting the recordings, right, in the group?
Sure. Yeah. Yes. Soumya.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Suman, you can start. Suman.
So basically, who asked the question? Rohit, right? So if you see here, I have a list, and under that I have a list item. Actually, these all are HTML. I created a list here. I create a list item here. It returns a div with the list item.
So in React, we use multiple HTML pages to.
So if you want to use the HTML as in base, then you have to copy paste this much code every time when you need it. So for example, in the main activity, in the navigation flow, I have 3 times of this, right? So if I need to create 3 items, I need to copy paste all of the list item. Like there are almost 5 to 8 line of code I have to write every time when I need it. So if you see here, it's created the title and the list item, and all the things are like this. Why this is coming? Because this div is returning every time, and this is dynamically creating the DOM element. So if I need to create more items like here, I can just copy one line, paste multiple times, and I change the name like this. My work is done. If I save, it will compile and reload the app. See, all the items are confirmed. But in HTML, that will be like so difficult. I have to write the same code multiple times, and the code will be huge, and that cannot be dynamically changed. So what if this list item need to be done using a loop?
Okay.
In that case, it will be easy to understand where are those, and I can create components for multiple items. Okay, so this is the main difference. And another difference is React is a DOM based library which render really quick in the DOM, and all the DOM elements are present in the UI. So if I move from one page to another page, then it will not take that much time. It will easily go from one page to another page.
Okay. So while using HTML, we have to write separate code for every single tab or every single button.
That depends on you actually, how complex you are going to create and how easy you are going to create. So why I created list items, because I want to use this list item multiple times. That's why I created a component for that. If I want to use a search bar, that will not never use for multiple times, right? It will be used for only single purpose. So that I use here. I can use the search bar there for once. Okay.
Okay.
So basically it's too late for us. Let's try up in this return tag. We have to write up the HTML document, which looks like actually look like this. So I will try to give you the task for this. try it out. We will learn more about this later. Is it okay? Hello.
Yes, Suman.
As you guys already have knowledge of HTML and CSS, so you can easily use this in here. So you can see that I am writing only HTML tags. You can write the same thing here as well. And for CSS, you can see it has imported the CSS here. Okay. So you can directly import the CSS here, and this app.css we have. On that, you can write up the CSS things to make it look good. And you can add the class name like this. The class would look like on that, whatever your class name will give, like if I give like body, and if I go here and let me remove all of that dot body with 100%, height 100 VH, and background color is something like this. If I save it and also save it, and also I have to run it because this is ended. See, CSS is working. I think that is good for enough for today. You guys can try it out. I will send up the CSS, the image screenshot to you guys, so you can take a look at this and try to replicate the same thing in the read. Great.
Okay, Suman.
Great, then.
I will try. Yeah.
Ashwini, you can end up the call.
Yeah.
Suman,
Suman, and also you
Please.
can share the basic things because the new joinees are here, so that they will learn CSS, HTML. So you can share some few of the links for basic.
Yeah, I will try. I will send.
please share some resource to learn HTML and CSS. Okay.
I will. Whatever
Okay, and
CSS I
send-
used here, I will try to send you all of the resource tools from where you will get this shadow, how to do this shadow, how to create this button background, and how to create this blurry background effects. Those things I will send you. Okay.
Yes, please share in group and send all the assignments in group.
Yep. Great.
Okay.
Okay, Ush.
Great. Thanks everyone for joining the call.
Thank you.
Thank you, Suman. Thank you.
Thank
Ush.
you. Thank you all.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank
Thank
you. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.